Look at these two. These are easily the smallest FPV drones that I own. For a quick size comparison, here's what this looks like next to my smallest Cinelifter. This drone is smaller than the propellers on this thing. Alright guys, so here I have two Flywoo Nano Baby V2 drones. Even though they look pretty similar, they're actually two different models. This is the DC-16 and is more so meant for longer flight times, and then this is the FR-16, and this one is going to be good at freestyle and faster flights. You can get both of these drones in a bunch of different combinations, receiver and video transmitter wise. Both of these drones are available with analog, walk snail, and HD0 video transmitters, and they also are available with an XM Plus, Crossfire, or ELRS receivers. You can also get them in a plug and play option where you can install your receiver yourself, and this one right here is actually with a plug and play option, and as you can see we have a little cable coming off the side, so it makes it nice and easy to attach whatever receiver you want to install. This one has an ELRS receiver on it, and it's right in the back. You can kind of see it right there. So my DC-16 right here came with a Walksnail VTX. My FR-16 right here came in analog with an ELRS receiver, so this one is ready to go. You can mix and match all the combinations of video transmitters and receivers to match whatever equipment you have. Both these drones have Flywoo's Goku F411 1S 5-amp board. The only difference is that on the analog versions of either drone, you'll get the F411 that features a built-in 250 milliwatt analog VTX. That's what this one has right here. And on the HD0 and Walksnail versions of these drones, you'll get the F411 with a built-in ELRS receiver. On the analog version of the DC-16 or FR-16, you're gonna get the Flywoo 1S Nano V3 camera, which is a 4x3 1200 TVL camera, and it actually has a pretty nice image. Both of these drones have a similar canopy on the top that holds the camera and protects everything, and it holds the antennas, and it even has a nice tiny little sled in the middle of the drone so you can easily attach your receiver. You can see it a little bit better in this one, right in the middle there. You can put your receiver right through that and hold it. This one has the receiver in it. For motors on both of these drones, you're going to get the Robo 1002 motors, but depending on which one you get, you're going to get a different kV option. So on the DC-16 right here, you're going to be getting the 19,800 kV motors, and then on the FR-16, you're going to get 23,500 kV motors. So these ones are going to be better for faster speeds and more freestyle, and then this one is going to be better for longer flights. Mine came with tri-blade props for the DC-16 and 4-blade props for the FR-16, but I just found out that going forward, they're actually going to be sending both of these drones with the tri-blade props. The battery connector on the new V2 drones, and this is the same for both of these, is the A30 plug. On the bottom of the drone, you also have this little TPU printed part that's going to hold your 1S LiPo. Speaking of LiPos, I want to make sure that I mention that these drones don't come with batteries, so you will have to buy those separate. You can get them pretty cheap and in a pack of 4 right on Flywoo's site, and if you don't have a charger for these types of batteries, you'll also need that, and they sell this 6-port 1S LiPo charger, and this is just powered off USB-C, so nice and easy to use, and you can charge 6 batteries at a time. So I will also include links to both of these down in the description. Weight-wise, this is really going to depend on what combination you get. For me, the DC-16 with a Walksnail weighs 35 grams, and then when you add a 750 LiPo, you're at 53 grams, and I'm pretty sure a 450 is going to be probably like 5 grams less. Yeah, 48 grams. And then when we have the FR-16 in analog, this weighs 30 grams. With a 750, you're looking at 46. And then with a 450, you're looking at probably about 40 grams, 41 grams. Again, this is gonna really vary depending on which version you get. All right, so in the flight footage you're about to see, I am not using these caged prop guards at all. I'll probably give those to my wife when she's practicing with these, but for now, I'm gonna be flying without the prop guards, and I may put tri-blade props on the FR-16 since they're gonna be shipping that with the tri-blades. But either way, I'm kind of curious what the flight time is gonna be with this. I'm gonna mainly be using the 750 on the DC-16, and then on the FR-16, I'm mainly gonna be using the 450. So throw a receiver on this one, and we'll take it outside and see how they fly. All right, so over the past few weeks, I've tested out quite a few 1S Tinywhoops like this, and I have to say, these two are my favorite. I really have no complaints about either one. Both of these have an awesome, smooth tune for what they're built to do. I love that they come with these prop guards. Both of them have these prop guards. This orange one came with orange prop guards, and this one came with gray ones. I crashed a couple times, and I was able to turtle mode away from every crash and fly away. I didn't have any issues with the 1S battery coming dislodged when I crashed. This was one of my main complaints with the HGLRC Drashark. Both of these drones, Flywoo has a little 3D printed battery cage down the bottom, and so does this one. This is the Drashark. This one is really, really thin, and I had this battery fall out on me quite a bit, and I didn't have any issues with this battery coming off at all. This is just, that's in there, that's not coming out. And then that's a 750, and 750 takes a little bit of force to get in there. And then the 450, it's obviously gonna be a little bit smaller, but it is equally as stuck onto the drone as the 750 is. It's not gonna fall out. So this little 3D printed battery holder is perfect, and I'm pretty sure that you can just twist it and it'll come off, I think, yeah. So you could print a bunch of these and just keep them on your batteries, and anytime you need a new battery, you just kind of put it on here, twist it, and you've got a new battery on your drone. So much, much better than this one. So I ended up getting almost 7-minute flight times on the DC-16 with the 750 LiPo, just kind of cruising around. This one is definitely more focused on flight time with these lower KV motors. On the FR-16, I was getting about 4 to 5 minutes of flight time, and that was with the 450 1S LiPo. And that was freestyling around and diving from 400 feet up. And I have to say, this thing pulls out of dives, no problem. I wasn't seeing any prop wash. I'm very impressed with how this one flies. One thing that I want to make sure that I mention is that if you do end up getting the plug and play option like I have here on the DC-16, just kind of be aware of this wire. This is the ELRS wire, or the receiver wire, and it's kind of just coming off to the side, so just be aware of where this is sitting, because it's very, very close to this blade, and it could very easily cut that if you're not paying attention. So just kind of be aware of that. All in all, awesome little drones. I am having a tough time picking one over the other, because this one is really good at freestyle for its size, and it pulls out of dives better than any little 1S drone I've ever flown. This one's a lot of fun to fly, and then this one is just really good at cruising around, nice smooth flights, and gets really good flight time. So tough to choose which one. I think this one's awesome for freestyle, and this one's awesome for just cruising. So links to both of these drones will be down in the description. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave the video a like, and if you have any questions about the FR-16 or the DC-16, leave a comment down below.